Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly, truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, what are you waiting for? Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. And if you feel like you really truly resonate, let me know where you're watching it from. Drop me a line, or if you're feeling comfortable enough to share, hey, let me know what you feel. Give me the feedback. It's greatly appreciated. And also give a thumbs up and share. Anybody going through to get to, because Lord Jesus, oh my God, it's been like a roller coaster for the last couple of days. Well, almost the last couple of weeks. What the heck am I lying for? And so I'm just sending out beautiful vibes, uplifting vibes, anything that just, needs to shake you for the core within calmness and peace. You're going through a lot of different changes that were expected and some that weren't. So I'm sending that beautiful vibe of frequency towards your way. Anybody coming in with nefarious ass vibes, low vibrational toxic energy, whatever you're trying to wish out for me or the collective, is going to strongly be your reality. It's not going to be accepted here or even embodied, claimed, affirmed, consumed or anything like that. So it stays with you. So every evil eye go blind, every monitoring spirit go deaf, and every ill will towards others out of low vibrational tendencies will go mute. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, switch up out your normal routine. Folks is plotting. I'm telling you, all these daggone downloads is coming up. You've probably been seeing a lot of snake images, dark birds like crows, ravens, blackbirds, whatever. And it is just like you're leveling up in a lot of ways you weren't expecting, or even may feel like it. Because it's like when people, you hear it in a song, or you may hear it on like a commercial or an ad. You're leveling up, and it don't feel like it at times. It's like, while I'm leveling up, I'm thinking prosperity, reciprocity, whatever, something. But it's just like the heaviness within yourself is getting lighter. Things that you were supposedly be chained to, you no longer, you took them shackles off. You're seeing everything is in a way of where your mind chooses to focus on, where your energy that you want to place in certain things that you're doing, or what you're saying, or what you're feeling. You had to go through those times where you probably went in hermit mode. You weren't really trying to talk to nobody. You were very fatigued, jacked up sleeping habits, even digestive tracts is, just either stopped up, or, you may have to go to the bathroom a little bit more frequently than you have to. Dry mouth, I've been dealing with that. And you have to be able to do that, because it's now when you're starting to see things for what they truly are. Like your veils they're like non-existent, or even if it is not as blind you were before, because you've been doing a lot of healing. You've been doing a lot of purging, cutting cords, reassessing your habits, just being able to understand why you had to go through a lot of different things that you went through. And, and it's just like, I've been hearing that, move in silence. If you're breaking away from people, do it in silence. A lot of times we can get upset and want to tell somebody our mind. And it'll be, now you get to that point, like, what's the point? Especially if it's something that you're experiencing where it, we can do things, to hurt people, or it can trigger people accidentally. But there's a lot of people that are in low vibration, so they're doing this purposely. And instead of you, getting back your lick back or whatever, you just move in silence and let God and karma and justice settle that mess out. You got an important thing that you're doing, but this is also assigned to you as well. You know, when you're going through these things, you can't clearly just get to your destination on whatever your purpose is or whatever you're trying to manifest. You had to go through so many different changes in life. So it's like you had to experience constant downfalls. You had to go through things where we felt like people were blocking things, or you had people that you really loved dearly just walk out your life, or people just, people are seeing you of a monster that you never were, and you had to be able to go through that. There's a, and I've been seeing a lot of videos about people, wanting to know the signs of being a chosen one, or people are saying they're chosen, or even when they're saying they woke. And I'm just like, look, you need to stop normalizing that word with every single thing. It's like, oh, I'm woke. No, there's people that are fake woke and want to be ignorant towards certain things when it consists on change and accountability. And the different growth that you're going through now, you're seeing, oh, I had to be able to go through this. And, or I didn't understand why my trials were just so hard. You had to go through the utmost hardship. And it's like, when your life is about to be something that is really going to throw a whole dent in the program, you had to go through a lot of things that's being seen like there's no way you can forgive something out of this. There's no way you can, allow yourself to keep going on this journey where everybody's turned their back on you, or you don't have the funds or the resources of the images that different things was taking place in your life or down the future it was supposed to happen. You get those visions and stuff like that. You're like, if I don't have the money, if I don't have the resources, how am I going to be able to start this up, or how am I going to be able to do this? And it's like, God is on that need-to-know basis with you, and we had to go through all these changes. And when you are starting to see so much deeper, like what I'm telling y'all are creating your own portals and your own dimensions, creating frequencies that wasn't there before. You had to go through all that hardship, and it powered you up. You had to have the blessings of nasty narcissists. You had to be seen as the black sheep or the scapegoat, the worst person of them all. And then you had to go through those changes where now you're feeling grateful. Like, I'm glad I had people that showed me where my love was not existing when it came to me. Or why was I so loving towards other people, but I lacked to give that to myself? Or, when you heal so much and you could be an extrovert. I used to be like that. I was running with everybody, had our own cliques and stuff like that. Now when I'm looking like that, I'm just more comfortable when I'm by myself. I became my own best friend. That was like the scariest thing when, I was guided towards that, but people also manipulated me too, where, I had no kind of support or whatever. But it had to show me it's okay, even though that hurts and that's hard to digest that pill for that, but you had to be able to accept this is how people really show you how they feel about you. When I don't know if you heard my cat just jingle, when it's like, you feeling where the equations are when you're a priority. And it's just like you had to go through that where people played you or, used you for different things, or people saw you as Mr. and Mrs. Reliable, or, anybody can pull anything over your eyes and you're easy to manipulate. And when you started going through all these different things, you start seeing, the plot twist of the truth. You had to be able to go through that. You had to get played to the left for a while, or you had to be into a point where you were in third party relationships constantly, always dealing with somebody who couldn't just always deal with you, or it was the other way around. Either you were with somebody that you probably wouldn't even used to. And a lot of times, especially when we're young and you're kind of toxic, you actually get somebody, treat you right, be nice and stuff like that, and you be like, oh my God, that's so boring. Especially if you're so used to something so toxic. And then you start seeing like, damn, I played myself out of that. But it's just like, nah, if it was meant to be, it would have meet it back up. If it was something that I had to go back and just reconnect with, but at a later point in my life where I had to heal. Because there's a lot of people that you had to really see what it was worth. You had to be, you're the CEO of your life, your purpose. You're finding all these different things, like, where do I fit in my life? Why am I going through all these things? It just seemed like I'm getting hit with roadblocks after roadblocks after roadblocks. Or if I see something that I I really am truly interested in, I'm passionate about, next thing you know, its spark dies out. You had to go through all these experiences because they're creating, you're redefining yourself, you're reinventing yourself. And it's just like what you're doing, that holds a lot of power. And when it's just like sometimes when, you know, people watch you so damn much, they will pay attention to some stuff that you don't even notice about yourself, but yet they see it. You know, when people really, and then it's just like the people that really can't stand you, they can't be around you. It's just like your vibe is so, it's suffocating to them. Especially if it's people that are in that low vibration and wants to stay there. It's very triggering. It's like you are already a walking trigger anyway. I always say Heyokas are a walking trigger. And sometimes for other Heyokas, we can be triggering towards other people. And it's sad, that's something that you purposely doing. Some people do, but there's some people who are naturally just evolving and they don't even see it at times. But it's just like you're seeing that. You know, you're starting to see things like you're living throughout the prayers you probably prayed for like about 2-3 years ago. You know, as soon as I said that was 10:44 on the dot. And you had to go through these changes, and for you being hip to the game, and it's just like you keep constantly, you know, some folks will switch up on you and, you know, try a new game on you or whatever, but now you're more quick on your feet about it. Like, oh, you try to play me, it's game over. You know, and it's just like there'll be sometimes you look at a guy like, if this game over, why the hell am I still dealing with this? Because you're still learning, you're still growing, you know, but you keep graduating. Because it's just like, if you want to feel like you graduated, have you been seeing a lot of graduation like university commercials lately? Are you seeing people graduate like you know, it could be a random video on social media, next you know, you see an advertisement for, you know, such and such university. You know, and I've been seeing those a lot. Or you're hearing the word level up, you know, or you're hearing somebody sing about it, you know, or it's just like universe really been talking to you. It's like music when I was singing, and it'll be different things where I need it, like, dang, I didn't even know I had that song, or it was like really hitting, and it was just like, oh shoot, universe really coming through today, and it's just really talking. And it's just like, no, they're like this all the time, but it's just depending on where our mind is or how our mind is set at that moment. We become blind to the signs that was, you know, from these experiences that we're going through, from the changes and challenges that we're facing. You know, you can see more of where you are sitting in line of insecurity, or where you were sitting in a line of doubt or unbelief. You know, you didn't believe in yourself, or your confidence was kind of spiked a little bit. But now it's just like, we can get pissed when we're going through things and you're really trying to understand, you know, why is God allowing these things to happen, and where is he at, you know, when all these things are taking place? He's standing right beside us. And it's just like, you know, okay, why, you know, but why is he making me go through this? He's strengthening you. He already where he need to be at. But for you to be able to be that one where we don't like how the world is. Every time I turn around, it's like people doing the worst that you can do to other people. Like, when I'm hearing the different crimes that's going on right now, and I'm just like, life is just not life in a lot of people, because when I'm seeing the darkness of the things that people are willing to do to other people, and I'm just like, look, we need to, it's like, either we got to fix this, or we got to create a planet just for, you know, everything that's like narcissists, sociopaths, you know, chomos, whatever, you know, the apists, you know, all those different things, and narcs and stuff like that had their own planet. You can go ahead and, you know, go all the way over there. It'll be boring as hell where we at, but at least we ain't got to worry about going through stuff. Or different times I'll just look at certain situations. I said, if we had like a human side effect, we come with a warning label. You know, we come with a warning label. Do you know how many different lessons? But now there'll be different lessons we would have never known to learn, because everybody got those side effects. Like, this one will run up your credit. This one will have you locked down, barefooted and pregnant, and be straight confused. Or this one about to sit up here and empty your whole bank account. Or this one got about 10 different females and stuff like this hanging on the side. You know, you'll be seeing different stuff like that. Like, oh man, you want to avoid. Or even, it's just like, when I see what used to be my interest, I was like, damn, I was so low vibrational? Because there'll be just certain things that I see that are not attractive to me anymore, or not appealing to me anymore. And it'll be just like, wow, that was my type of what? You know, this is my type. I really see the growth within me. There'll be different times where I'm the type of person where, you know, I used to feel like I always got to get my lick back. And I mean, when I tell you and I say I know God trusted me and, you know, really tested me in my ego, because you've been tested. And there'll be different times where you acing the hell out them daggone tests. And then you're seeing, damn, that was a test. And I'm glad, you know, your test come at any time. God ain't going to say, hey, you know, a test ahead, 10.5, you know, milliliters. No, you know, you ain't going through that. You had to go through these experiences where God said, you got to be quick on your feet. You say you don't realize how much. As soon as I said that, it was just, I don't know if y'all seen that flash just go past me, but, you know, you got to be quick on your feet. You ought to be able to, I mean, you've been going through so much stuff. And especially if you watching my videos, you probably go through a lot of drama. Stuff that you ain't even trying to go through. Like, man, look. There'll be certain things where I see this is Maury Povich, Steve Wilkos, and Jerry Springer written all over it. I'm like, nope. Where my meditation team at? Where Ricky Rachel? I said, where we going? Because, that used to be exciting to me, but that mess is just, I don't watch the baddies, and it's not nothing against anybody who watches them or who's in it. I just, you know, that's not my vibe anymore. You know, it's just like, if I gotta step in that kind of territory, it's gonna be a problem for me and the daggone things that I'm going against. I'm not trying to do that. You know, you're seeing yourself on a whole different level, and it's very dangerous. Like, this is that good dangerous and dangerous. Like, if somebody just to come at you sideways, it's just not, that's not that kind of vibe they need to be doing. Like, look, if you knew me and my team that goes behind me, you wouldn't do that. You know, and you're starting to see when you are not giving things attention, there'll be certain things that God will put in your life, and it'll be very chaotic. Or God knows your triggers. Let me go ahead and put this in there. Let me see how you're gonna handle that. You know, this is why he's telling you, change up your routine. When you partner out of people's lives, just keep going. Don't be making no point. Don't try to allow them to see where you coming from. Because a lot of these people are doing this mess on purpose because they see the growth in you. Because they see that you're not in that interest of, you know, trying to prove a point to somebody or trying to make sure they understand your worth or see your strength or see you as a good person. They see all that. And that's why they're trying to destroy it by putting all these different things in there, because they don't see themselves the way you're starting to see yourself, or where you always seen yourself. You know, and that is something that is very intimidating. You will start to see there's more things that's trying to call for your attention. There's a low vibration. I'm like, I see that like 20 miles away, and I'm like, no, and you just you hit that curve. You just going around the corner. I'm like, look, I'm not invested in this. This is not something that's going to apply towards my growth. Because now it's like, it's just, you're being very cautious about stuff. If you know, you know. And I'm not about to make it clear. If you're on that high vibration, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. Because there are certain things you need to, they ain't a part, they ain't your battle. Just keep moving. You're not living nobody's burdens but your own. It could be at times where you probably were living other people's burdens. Now it's just like, no. This is at that time. If people really knew, solid people already understand, they probably really respect you for that. And you're inspiring folks to do that. If you can understand my silence and why I don't talk like I used to, you know, I'm out, you know, I go out of sync real quick and I tether real quick. But it's like my switch up, I don't announce it. I used to do that. And that's when I was wondering why all hell would break loose if I was up here and say, oh, you know, I'm giving time for self-care or something like that. Or, you know, somebody that passed away in my family or something, you know, like doing different things like that. People prey on stuff like that. Misery loves company, because people are trying to figure out where can they poke at. Because they got the situation where they know you better than you know yourself. And like I said before, they were connected to that person that was still not woke, was probably, you know, in a whole lot of mess that you were like, you won't even touch with a 10-foot pole now, you know. And you're not saying that you're better than this person or better than that person. You're just saying that I'm a better person from the things that I experienced, and I learned those lessons for that, and now I'm applying that towards my growth. But everything does not need your reaction or your response. Your silence, it speaks enough. That should show you. No. Does that make it? You know, and you will have people doing stuff like that. When I'm telling you, the audacity is at its all-time high of where people are seeing you stand in your power and they trying to humble you, or they trying to pull you out of your place, or they're like, no, they shining too bright, we gotta dim them with lies, bullshit, and defaming their character. You already know. It's like, shoot, how I feel about myself is more important, and none of my business about how you feel about me. Why would I care? This is how I feel about myself. You know, and you moving in life like that. You know, at times it's hard to sit up here and go to God and say, you know, yo, I'm grateful for this and this and that, when life is really not lifing with you. You know, people don't understand the pain that you hold, you know, and a lot of time people, you make healing look easy. People be saying, that motherfucker ain't mad enough. They need to be triggered. They need to be upset. I need to see the reaction of the things that I'm doing. I'm doing it on purpose just to see what they're going to do. And you just like, all right, I'll check you later. You know, and you just walking off like you see that. So you got to have people regrouping, and you are really intimidating by a lot of people. If you've been getting that thing where you need to switch up, because see, I'm OCD and ADD at the same time. And I did not do any kind of videos last week. I didn't. That was my time for my self-reflection, you know, for me. And it can happen at any time. You know, don't be announcing yourself when you're going through different changes. Keep a lot of your healthy, you know, happy progression that's taking place in your life to yourself. You know, if you already know, if you're in a stage where things are about to be executed for you, but it's already out, then you make your announcement. Don't announce before that message, you know, get put in place. Because there's a lot of people don't want to see you grow. There's a lot of people you want to take to the top that don't even want to see you on top. Because they feel like they got to be a captain of that. They have to be controlled over whatever your blessing is or whatever your purpose is. And that's not how it rolls. God is in control of that. But it's just like, you know, hey, you know, switch up your routine, okay? Because you got people, even when you feel like people are ignoring you, they want you to feel that way. Because trust me, they watching. They got tabs on you everywhere. So switch up. You know, don't be so routine about different things. Any decisions that you're making, whether it's to cut away from people, you know, if you're doing it because you're not in that vibration no more, you see there's no growth in this. It's like beating a dead horse. Things are not changing. There's more excuses and, you know, manipulations and illusions, the delusions that stays instead of growth, authenticity, holding people accountable. You know, you doing that. And for you doing that, you know, you need to do all that stuff silently. You know, because when people know when they're moving like that, they're going to know why you stop. You stop. People don't start, you know, noticing different changes come in when you stop giving. And you don't like what you're getting and receiving from people, change up what you're giving. Allow people to think, you know, whatever they want to about your situation, or where they feel like, oh, you know, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that, and ha ha ha, this is about to happen, and this, you know, that person, no. Allow them to think whatever they want. And you just keep moving in silence. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video, y'all. Hope y'all had a blessed, safe week. Like I said, it was just, you know, I went in for my self-care, but I wasn't announcing nothing. I'll just step back, you know, and I'll come right back, you know, when I was ready. So I hope you were able to resonate from the content of this video. Thank you for all the love, the support, the emails, you know, the DMs and stuff like that. Is truly appreciated. I hope you're having a blessed, safe week, and please be responsible for every single thing you do. You know, congratulations on anything where you see the changes, the positive progression of changes is going on into your life. You know, you've been working hard. You know, treat yourself. You know, allow yourself, even the smallest victories that you have, even when you chose to smile today, even when, you know, heart was probably, you know, heavy. celebrate that mess, okay? You know, life ain't always got to be serious, and especially with Heyokas, we don't take shit serious like that anyway. So, you know, live a little, have fun, you know, laugh. You deserve that. So, much love. If you feel generous enough to drop a donation, you know, Cash App is here if you want to go ahead and get in touch with me as well. You know, other social media handlers is on here as well in the description box below. And you'll see me on my next video. So much love. I say shalom. God bless. Namaste. Peace.